Hi, I'm
Hello.
Raquel from Fangelis. How are you?
To meet you.
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Good.
Nice to meet you. Well, my first question is, what do you think your character could do better to bring them together as a family for the both of you?
Well, I think, Andy is, this is a very good family, very tight family, a family that they love each other very much. But there are definitely some problems in the marriage. I think, we get that sense right away at the very top of the story that there is that even though Andy and Elena love each other very much and have for many years, that there are problems that are becoming pretty difficult for them. And I think it's on Andy. I think Andy is in some ways is running from the fact that his son has a degenerative eye disease and that he's potentially going to ultimately be blind and completely, not have a chance to recover that sight. And I think that Andy is in some ways running from that and using his work as an excuse and as a rationale for that. So, I think that at the top of the story, you want to see Andy, better than that. And at the end of the story, hopefully you get the sense that he's been stripped down to the core of himself and that he realizes that he's had his priorities in the wrong place in the past and that he'll be better moving forward.
Good answer. What do you think?
Yeah, it's what could she do better? I mean, it depends if you're sort of thinking of a literal sense or a sort of more emotional, coming from an emotional standpoint, because obviously in a literal sense, she's obviously doing all she can to sort of, physically get the family back together. I think maybe Eleanor could definitely be guilty of giving up a little bit, that she's kind of she's a little bit defeated. She's not given up. She's not given up on her family. It's everything to her, her family. But she's feeling a bit defeated. She's let herself be defeated a little bit, and she's let the strains that her and Andy have gone through in this very difficult situation. She's let that defeat her, and I guess like any relationship, it's communication is the key, isn't it? And I guess they're probably both guilty of not communicating their needs and feelings in the way that's sort of helping the other. So they're probably equally as guilty of that, I imagine.
Good answer. Well, my next question on the last is for Matthew. You come back from your break, and this is something like one-time thing, or you have plans for other projects?
No, I'm going to continue to work as an actor. I took a big break from it, and I'm happy to say that coming back and doing it again, it felt really good. It was really fun to do. It was fun to do, and I love stories, and I really do. I always have. I love books. I love short stories. I love films. I love limited series like this. I love how the business has changed since I took the break, since I stopped working in 2014 and 2015. The business has changed so much, and you can tell stories like Last Light. It's five chapters, and it completes the arc. It's not a 2-hour film. It's not a six year series like Lost or Party of Five. Experiences that I've had in the past, which I'm absolutely grateful that I had those experiences, and they were absolutely fantastic. But I wouldn't want to make a commitment to like another 6-year experience in one story. And so the way the business has changed has been amazing, and I think it opens up all kinds of new possibilities in storytelling, all kinds of new premises for story that don't fit in a 2-hour film and don't require even a full season of 10 or 20 episodes, but something like Last Light. So this I think is great news for the business. I think it's great news for storytelling and the quality of storytelling. I think it's great news for the audiences. So yes, I'm definitely looking to do other stuff, and I'm kind of I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much for your time.